it should be recording. Can I see the file there? Good. So yes, I'm still continuing this, and it's the same day as I finished doing stuff. As I finished the base game, and I looked it up because I was curious. Because like, why have I not encountered anything? Any of the no, I did encounter the like sites just randomly earlier. In part 9, I think. Oh, I know what that was. Hang on. Oh yeah, okay. A few things to mention. I don't want to forget to mention that the keys were provided for the DLC, for the expansion, and there was a little bit confusing situation with keys for the base game. I both did purchase and got one, but I also was provided keys that, they went to the hardware reviewers. Why did I actually wanted to go down there? Okay, good. The other is, near the end of the previous part, I mentioned I dropped a controller. I grabbed my DualShock 4 controller, and just when I was grabbing the cable to plug it in, yes, I could use Bluetooth, I just go to plug it in, it's easier, I don't have to worry about the battery. The cable caught it accidentally, and it fell to the ground and bounced. It looked okay, but when I plugged it in, things weren't seemingly working right. Mainly that I have it set so that the light on it is white and very dim. So normally is first yellow being like, hey, I'm connected and charging, then it goes blue because it's loading stuff up and that's the default color, and then it goes to the color I have set, and it wasn't doing any of that. It was yellow and then just off. It's like, oh, this isn't good. Turns out the controller, it appears to be fine. I didn't actually test it, but what happened was Steam. So it decided to disable its own, can I configure PlayStation controllers. It should never disable that for me because I have no reason to disable it. I want that enabled, and it was like, nah, it's disabled. There's also the option there for Xbox controllers and Nintendo Switch and just generic controllers. And all were disabled, and it's like I re-enabled the ones that it could run into, which would be PlayStation, obviously, 360, because I do have a wired 360 controller. I haven't used it for a long time. And I do have a generic that I actually don't use because I like these others better, and also a Steam controller. But it is fine. It was Steam because Steam is silly. Yeah, seriously, Valve, clean up how you handle controllers. The API is nice, still a little broken, but
most huggingest friend in the galaxy. We want to thank you. You have shown us what it means to be brave and outgoing and not too creepy. Thanks to your example, all Taiwan now stand with our backs slightly more arched. We're going to send out some more deep space friendship potential surveys. But this time, they're going to come back. But please, don't think this means we want to hang out with you less. It's just that we've been spending a lot of time with you. Almost too much time. You're getting a little clingy, is what we're saying.
Really?
Just kidding, best friend ever. Please don't be mad at us.
No.
You
Please
did
go
it.
make new friends.
Our death is no longer imminent. Just likely.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Right, honorable best friend? Is there anything else, best
Nope.
friend? See you and thank.
Now I don't. Oh, well, I'll do that the next one. I need to make some changes to the ship. I think I started talking about it. I don't think I finished saying it, though. I looked at a guide for the game because I wanted to find out when did the DLC start, and it... Yeah, I did start talking about how, yes, did run into some things, but it sounded like the main DLC quest stuff does appear only after the campaign, where it's like Aftermath naturally does, based on what it describes there. Earth Rises, well, it'll make sense to that too, because that's the Scribe are considering you as their successors for controlling the galaxy, basically. Well, this section of it. But even though... Well, that does say that because it's non-linear, you don't have to finish the base game to experience the content. And it's like, well, kinda do for, like, the main quests, it looks like. But I have been counting some of the content. I mean, like, the newer ships, new weapons. And I think some of the alien species are also introduced already. Just can't do anything with some of them yet.
Stopping the Extract could not have been easy. We have never seen a species so opposed to the ideas of cooperative peace. And the Federation's official position is that we feel bad about that. But they were also trying to kill us. The Federation has a pretty strong position on that too. Continue to expand the Federation, of course. The Scribe have broken off all communication with us. It looks like they're in full retreat. So we're going to go out and find more aliens committed to the ideals of cooperative peace and peaceful cooperation. And then get them to bring fish to us. Thanks. And thanks for everything else. VIV saving the universe and everyone's tentacles. You did the Federation proud. Is there anything else?
Nope.
Take care, Federation member.
Okay, so... I also want to see the free Trandals, the not-so-free Trandals, which would be in here. The Mowlings. I want to talk to everyone. And then I'll worry about starting the thing, but I first need to juggle some things on the ship. Yeah, so well, we'll see how it goes. It would be nice if I could do like all of Aftermath in this video, all of Return of the Lexites in the next one, and then all of the Syndicate in the one after that. I just don't know how long any of them will last. Okay, so yeah, I don't need this anymore. So I will put that back on. Now, this also does interest me a little, just how will I get new people that I can slot in here? You know, it's also a little weird that it says it didn't look like I necessarily got them back, but it's also are injured. It's like, well, they're never really injured. It seems like it's always they're dead or they're not. Yeah, so anyway, here. Oh yeah, I also will need to talk to the Greegrox. I keep forgetting about them until I see that purple there, and it's like, oh yeah, I need to remember about them as well. Yeah, so these are the free Trandal. Come on. Come on, pop up, let me talk. Whee! Oh, and I did cut out the video. Was that from the previous part or the one before? With me dancing with the Scribe ship.
You're back.
Okay.
Not in that. Sorry,
So, that didn't do anything. That's a traitor. Okay. So I'll just head over there to talk to the Overmind Trandals. Which I guess it is the case that it's not that establish a peace with Overmind where those that wanted to leave could, but it's still, I freed some. So the free Trandals were around to help me then. they are not in here. Interesting. Now, one thing I do feel like saying is that even though, yes, it does mean that the 30 hours I put into redoing the base game technically are not needed. Technically, none of that was needed. I am still okay with having replayed the base game because, yes, there were things that were introduced there from the DLC, like the new singularity missile. I'm pretty sure that is actually new, that isn't just, something I didn't encounter or didn't purchase. Okay, I think I do see a ship in there. But also the hybrid ships I feel are in fact new. Oh, that's a daylight ship. What?
Captain, this ship looks dead in space. Almost no energy signatures coming off it at all. Wait, there is one thing. Channel opening now.
I do not know what's going on right now.
Well, that's sad. Let's salvage the ship for anything useful.
That's harsh. Wait. I said I haven't been to this one. How have I not been to this one? I know I've been in the system. Damn it. But yeah, so I don't regret having spent the 30 hours replaying the base game, even if it wasn't necessary to experience the DLC. It does mean, though, that I'll probably want to add a note or something that look to the, like, starting part 12 or something.
This room looks like a game board, sir. Colored squares, shapes, and text on the floor, but everything is massive, like it's a game board for giants. Well, that's interesting. We found the game pieces, sir. They're 2-meter-tall chunks of exotic metal. Nice. I guess that means we win. The winner is us.
And it is also, you know, I've said it before, I'll sure say it again in other contexts, is I love having a reason to replay a game I enjoy. And there's a part of me, though, that has thought, you know, maybe I'll replay some games I didn't enjoy, see if I get more enjoyment out of them. Like, one that springs to mind is Fez. You know, I reviewed that. It was definitely before I was doing review playthroughs, but it's like, at the same time, part of the reason I don't like that game, though, will still be there. Huh. Nah, I think I'll just stick to games I do in fact enjoy. Whereas a game like Fez, it's like, no, I'm just gonna be inviting frustration. I don't need to do that. There's enough frustrating factors in my life. I don't need to willfully get more, well, bring back some of them. I do willfully get more. I review games that I have never played, so, and, you know, could be really bad. To me, from my perspective. I mean, I can think of 2 games that pretty sure that there are plenty of people who did enjoy quite immensely. Not my kind of games though, or just have issues with. Like, I don't even know if it's a kind of game for a person thing. It's just not that good. This is not one of them. I think this is genuinely a good game. There are better games, but it still is a good game. At least I hope that's why I put in the conclusion when I wrote it, because that's only what I remember as my impression of the game. That'd be awkward if I'm remembering it differently. And I think, no, I'm pretty sure there have been very few games I've failed to recommend, even few that I've recommended against. I think that's 2. But this, I'm very confident I did recommend. It has some flaws, like the combat. I definitely bitched about that in the previous part. But a lot of it, though, is like what I'm doing right now. It's the exploration stuff, it's going on planet stuff. It's not the combat, so... Yeah, it's flawed, but, you know, for how much you actually deal with it, it's not always that bad. It does make me wonder one thing, going back to the DLC apparently being prevalent, well, having the missions after the main campaign. It is kind of interesting because that may mean then I should do a section just on having replayed the base game, basically. And I might do that. It's funny, I don't remember how many parts ago I said I should really just, like, write the introduction, have that ready. I still haven't done that yet. I haven't written a single thing for this yet. Except for the notes. But the notes are basically empty because I've just been doing the base game, and it's, I don't need to cover that again. Some, yeah. Like, one thing I want to throw in there is Zeta Horos. That is where you can find the black hole gun. It is good. So, there you go. You can find it there. I purchased the Singularity Missile, didn't I? I didn't find that. So I can, go back and try to find that and list where that is as well. But another thing I will mention, holy crap, I did not realize how good that ink blob is. Especially for the shield emitters on those Xraki ship. I'm going to mention that because it's like, wow, this is such a powerful strategy. Okay, where is it? I can see the circles. Kind of. Where's... It might even be just one thing. Oop. Avoid him. There it is. Okay. Alright. I gotta find the Trandals eventually, right? Right? Talk to me. Nope, those are worlds. Those are planets. I looked closely. Well, at least there's a trader here, so I can get fuel, since I am going to run out of that. Okay, there's definitely ships. I think those might be Trandal ships. This one's even coming up to me. Come on, hail. Hey, alright. Now you hail.
You have saved the spur. Overmind can continue to spread.
That's exactly why I did it, but yeah.
And yet, it is the result. On behalf of Overmind, thank you. If spreading Overmind is evil, then I don't want to be good. Is there anything else, hero of Overmind? Goodbye.
Alright, oh wait, no, because this is a new system. I should really clear this stuff up. Something shot at me. And missed, thankfully. I just had a thought cross my mind. If I reviewed a game that I did not like, and I had the opportunity to review its DLC, would I do that? I think it would depend on the game. Because as someone that tries to be professional with these reviews, I mean, whatever you want to say that really means, being professional with reviewing, the answer should be yes. But at the same time, if it's a game that I really didn't enjoy, should I put myself through doing that? And yeah, I think it would depend on the game, because it's like, the Dark Souls games I don't like. I played them, and I don't like them at all. Like, it annoys me how much Souls-like has become a design goal for some developers. It's like, no. There's many things that are just frustrating, that punishing. That's not why I play games, and I suspect that's not why a lot of people play games. They play it for the enjoyment, for the fun, for the victory as well, so... Now, I've now reviewed those games, I probably never will. I've played them, but I don't ever want to play them again. But I do think that would be one where, even if I reviewed the game, and it's like, oh, there's DLC, do you want to do that? I'd be like, no. Because I don't want to put myself through playing a game like that again. Knowingly. I mean, there's some games where it's like, yeah, it's Souls, it may be Souls-like, but you know, I'll still give it a shot. Like Dark Devotion. That's a game. Arguably is Souls-like, but it also isn't. How did I put it in the review, if I'm remembering correctly? There are some ways that, yes, I get that. I get how you would say it's Souls-like, but it does enough things differently. I don't feel it's fair to call that. It is challenging, it is not just frustrating difficulty. And that game I really did enjoy. That's a game I'm comfortable recommending. Understand, it will challenge you. It will be frustrating at times, especially because it wasn't until, like, beating the first area when it's like, oh, now I actually, like, you know, can spawn in when I die with a decent weapon. But basically, you get to the point where, for me, I got to the point where it's like, okay, I have decent stuff when I start off with a new life after dying. And I can handle this stuff. There's still some stuff that is just like, why is it this overpowered? Like bleeding, oh my god, that was insane. But it really did become fun for me. I really did come to enjoy the challenge it was giving me. So, playing a game, even if you're expecting that, oh, it's going to be designed like something that I don't like, it's still worth giving those a shot. Because it's not a Souls game. So, it's going to do things differently. Maybe it does enough of things differently enough for you to be happy. Or if you really like the Souls game, it might do enough of those things differently enough that you're not going to be happy. It's... Always know the kind of game that you're into. That's important. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fourth one? Oh, yeah, I did get that one. Okay. Now to the trader. But I'm just also trying to think, is there... Like, Wolfenstein: The New Colossus is another game I really did not care for. That didn't get DLC to speak of, as I recall. Maybe? No, I think it got like challenge map kind of things, not... I don't think I actually got challenge maps, but things like not additional story content. So that typically doesn't interest me that much anyway. So that I wouldn't be so interested in, but if it were actually like new story content, and I could be misremembering, maybe it did get that. I don't know, I think that one I might have given it a chance to for the DLC, to see if it was better. Because part of my issues with that game were its story, so an expansion, it's like, oh, it's new story, they might do it better. Just trying to think, well, is there another example that really comes to mind? None is really jumping to mind. I could also see the question of, and I screwed up here, what about a game... I'm just filling time with talking, by the way, in case you were wondering. This has nothing to do with the game I'm actually reviewing. But the question of, what about a game... Well, yeah, let them go.
Echoes of your feet have arrived before you. You have done a great thing for the Ancient One. It is good to hear you sing this. He likes you, we think. We have been inspired by your display. Metal vessels can have much integrity. We were wrong to shun them. We will begin singing to other metal vessels. We will tell them our story. Teach them the basic tenets of ancient oneism. Identify the ones whose homes have the most delicious atmospheres. We will try. Anything else? Farewell, metal vessel.
So what I was gonna say is, what do you do with a situation like just another idea where you don't necessarily like the base game? Do you still go to the DLC if you're reviewing? But also the question of, what about like if you have a game franchise, you don't necessarily like one game or two games, do you still go and review the sequel? That I feel would be more of a yes to review that, because DLC reviews aren't so common to begin with. But still do that. And also, I know personally where, yes, there were games that did actually really hurt a franchise for me, where I lost interest in the franchise, but I continued to give it a chance, and it proved worth it. That was Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Origins really was a very good game, but it's also 3 was a game I really did not care for, but then I played Black Flag, and that was a very good game. I very much enjoyed that one.
Yay! Our military ally! We saw you
Unity and Syndicate, not as strong, but...
Boom! They seem angry.
But they did, turn things around, so...
That makes perfect sense! Anyways, thanks for saving the universe and helping us out with our cop and not turning us into hats and then wearing us and all that. You're really good gods. We've decided to commemorate your victory by building an enormous dam on the hills above our capital city.
No.
Like, with a buddy system? Historically, that's usually meant double the casualty rate. But under your guidance, we'll give it another shot.
Oh, God.
Come back in a few months and we'll let you know how it goes.
This is bad. Oh yeah, I need to talk with the Mech too, don't I? Where are they? I never marked what their homeworld is, did I? Wait a minute. Lexites, Veros hunt for a cure. So was that actually a mission then? That was Return of the Lexites. gonna make that a note there on that. Huh. That would also explain why it was all in that cluster. If that was actually the, for the Lexites. For the Lexite thing. Oh, okay, and we also have... Okay. So... Alright, then I do need to make clear there. Okay, so that is very, very interesting. I didn't realize that was the case with them. I'm just... Oh, and here's another one. Syndicate. And was there one earlier that was also Syndicate? Nope. Oh, well... Okay, so... Alright. So they are in there, it's just they don't stand out yet, at least. And that's an optional. There and okay. Okay, so that's also good to know. So that isn't something that's like, wait, did I not have that? Okay. Monitors. After opening origin, using the star bases to learn planets worth visiting. Also a during campaign DLC mission. Okay. All I was doing was hoping to find something on the Mink-Mank. Oh, that's right, okay. Oh, I saw one of these marked. I had to clear that. You know, I'm gonna leave that for now. This will actually, annoyingly, be the easiest way to find the Mink-Mank homeworld, is because that signal is broadcast. But okay, so yeah, I genuinely did not realize, except for that one Lexite mission, that those were in fact not just missions I didn't remember doing as part of the base campaign originally, which is not a bad thing. Having an incorporation like that is not a bad thing at all, that you don't realize it. Some could even say that that's good design, that you don't realize it just all fits together that nicely. It's just a little annoying because I didn't realize it until just now. I'd never looked closely enough. I admit that. I never looked closely enough in the objectives list to notice that was going on.
Captain, we've received a message from the Mink-Mank homeworld. Apparently due to...
Thank you. That is exactly the information I wanted. There we go. But that also makes it very handy that it does state in that objective list where those are from. So now I have that in the notes. But I will admit, I am a little annoyed with the one Lexite mission because suddenly the Lexites are there and just talking with me. It's like, why did I get this mission? It's like, I don't know why you're here. I haven't done anything to talk with you otherwise, and you're just here now. I didn't... Because everything was, oh, they're no longer in this part of the galaxy. Clearly they are here.
Look who's come swaggering in like the mayor of Wintertown. Well done! As the new overlords of this galaxy, you'll be happy to know that you're now eligible for a variety of terrific new deals.
Somehow I don't want to trust you on any of that.
Don't deny your fate, Master! Anyways, we heard you've got a spiffy new origin, and we wanted you to know we'll give you an excellent deal on an extended warranty for it. As long as you ask no follow-up questions, yes we do. Anyways, think about it.
Nah.
We'll be here. Unless we piss off a new giant space beast.
Which you probably will.
Is there anything else, ugly allies?
No. I might as well top off the fuel while I'm here. Okay, so... Except for the scribe, there's, Starbase is near all the others. Well, not so much the Drunken, but it's in their space. I think it still is, because the space has changed. Anyway. Yeah, I will, I will also talk to the Drunken and the Measured and the Famished. And I think I should also talk to the Scribe. You're not rubbing it in, but just I'm sure you got something to say. Okay, I think I'll actually, because I should have the fuel to get to the Measured Homeworld from here. I'll then use that starbase to get to the Pinthy and the Famished.
Rock! Look who's back! The two weird ones who doomed the ex-Raki to their doom!
Yep.
Well done, two weird ones!
Thank you.
You'll be glad to know that we have just received new orders to be the doom of more species ourselves. There's more. The orders come from us. While aboard a Mekmak vessel for routine air procurement, we recently recovered the helmet of a Strive naval legate. The Mekmak are not to have this equipment, and recovering such things is a standing order we have long had. But the Mekmak had tampered with the helmet. Once recovered, its presence gave Drinking Command whatever a lack of orders is. Aimlessness? Whatever it was, Drinking Command became a very scary place for a few days. But eventually, we realized we could order ourselves to get better. And it worked!
Good.
More orders followed, including this. The Drinking Program for Galactic Improvement now requires us to be the doom of the Strive. Rock, don't worry. It will take many button presses on the cloning machine before we are ready. So long, squish bags.
I wonder if I could have had this interaction prior to the end of the campaign. Like, could I have gotten... Well, no, based on how that is, they wouldn't have allied with me and then been there at the end, but it would have been interesting. It's kind of funny how you can also see the lines. Like, there's a blue line right there I just crossed over that match up with the lines in the mini-map.
Supply dialogue objective statement with supplemental information exchange authorization form following, please. It hurts not to. Granted. We have received interesting news. The Scrive, they have broken off communications with us. Yes. You stopping an existential threat is also interesting. Just less interesting
Okay.
If the scribe are not communicating with us, it means we are alone. It means we are no longer part of the Empire. Fortunately, we have a protocol for this.
Oh dear God.
We will decide what to do for
Okay.
ourselves. And that decision is, we will keep records. Your discovery of our true name is also an exciting development. We will retask all bylaw enforcement vessels to begin looking for more clues about our past. Self-permission granted to thank you for providing us this opportunity. Thank you for providing us this opportunity. That name. We must get used to it. We cannot deny the crime the scribe committed against us. The records prove all. But we cannot deny our current nature. We are and remain the scribe. We cannot thank you to the degree you deserve. Our masters will never allow it. But from now on, you will always know peace from our kind. Welcome, returning Lev 2 visiting scholar. What information do you require? Approximately 2,800 different most exist below tech, but we have extent. Who do you wish to know about? Which ones?
Sure.
Bizarre, as you would ask. The Greegroks are not ward members of the Empire, nor even sentient.
They are sentient, they just don't realize it.
Non-sentient species level negative A18. First contact with Scribe 7855 ME. Non-sentience prohibits subsumption into Scribe Empire. Parasites that live on or near the surface of a spacefaring creature, colloquially known as the Ancient One. Scattered reports suggest clusters of Greegroks display signs of greater intelligence. Attempts to document this behavior further have not been possible due to the high danger of auditing in proximity to the Ancient One. The Ancient One was first detected in Scribe space in 7855 ME, when it attacked and destroyed several Scribe colonies. The naval limb of the Empire deployed resources against it, resulting in light damage to the Ancient One. Consequently, the Ancient One now avoids Scribe colonies and naval resources. Which ones?
I want to ask about the famished, but I want to do something else quickly. Okay. This is also... It occurred to me that the hybrid Penthe ship I got with that Varro's Hunt for a Cure mission, because that was part of the Lexite, so I wonder if all the hybrid ships are from Return of the Lexites, or if they could be from Aftermath even, and then that one, because you do get it differently, is acquired differently, that it's acquired in that. But anyway, famished.
Sentient species level A9. First contact with Scribe 12862 ME. Subsumed into Scribe Empire 12862 ME. Highly intelligent, sophisticated culture which includes a significant amount of ritualized cannibalism. Since receiving the gift of light from the Scribe, the famished have ended this barbarous practice. The native famished artistic style was especially admired by the Scribe during the 12860s and became quite trendy throughout Scribe space, now seen as somewhat dated. Which ones? Which ones? What information do you require?
There. I was kind of hoping, like, ooh, you can have the Exraki in there. I was also kind of hoping for, like, new flavor to the information since the Scribe Empire has fallen. I do also feel it is worth noting that visiting the Drenkin and the Measured do confirm that it may be worth visiting the Famished and the Scribe if I can find the Scribe homeworld.
Friends, all Pinthy expel interstitial water in gratitude. In multicellular terms, weeping.
That's a bit better.
For a long time, debate raged in Pinthy Super Colony. Were we right to trust multicellular constructs? Or were we very wrong, and should we instead turn them to puddles? You have settled debate. Answer is yes. Answer will always be yes.
Thank you for having that be the thing. I don't feel like actually pushing the issue, though, just in case.
Many things. Scrive in retreat. We will not pursue, but will guard against retaliation. Also, Pinthy study origin. Learn its secrets. Most important, begin work on grand project. Pinthy have ability to do many things to multicellular constructs. Normally liquefaction. Normally in service of endless replication of Pinthy. But does not have to be this way. Pinthy may one day be great healers of multicellular constructs.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Many kinks to be worked out. Keep your distance for some time. But exciting turning point for us could not be done without you, friends.
Happy to help.
Anything else, friends?
Nope.
Then go.
Oh, now that is interesting. The Famished homeworld is no longer in their own territory. Is it no longer their homeworld? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, hang on. Haven't been here. I don't need to be there. Fortunately, I'm moving fast enough, it's hard to look in and see if there are ships around. I don't see anything in there, but let's go in and let's see what happens when I approach the world. I never really did take the time to look at these places since, you know, it was kind of hostile. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, yeah, this was it. Am I gonna be able to just... Wow. Interesting. Because they're not here anymore, I can actually, like, land on it, but it's... Where are those structures? I mean, there arguably should be ruins. but I will have to just go into their territory and see what happens when I encounter their ships. Which I may or may not decide to destroy instead of sacrificing two. Hopefully they won't ask any, because it's like, dude, seriously? You're gonna ask me to sacrifice somebody after you've been so pushed back by the Exarchy who manipulated you, and I kicked their ass with the help of my friends who you decided not to be among. I didn't see anything making it look like there's drones here, so it looks like I can just, take everything I want safely. Yay! Okay, so I have lost one person now. So we'll see if that will end up being a... Do I have 124 when I get back to the ship? Or will it be 125? Nope, 124. So I did still lose one, so I don't know what the medical officer does. It's like, if they're injured, they come back. It's like, there's no injury. There's alive and dead. There's the Trandles are over here. It kind of looks like this might be their new home, just based on the number of ships in it and around. Nah. Over to this one now, especially since that's coming to me. Oh, okay, it wasn't coming to me, it's going by. I hope they're terse. Like, what do you want?
Hello, darling.
Well, sad. That was...
We've heard the news. Well done, I suppose. It is hard for us to take great joy in the defeat of the Exraki. We've already lost so much to them. Yes. When the Exraki poured out of their origin, the first thing they did was seize the stars around them, which were primarily ours. Our fleet and home world were decimated, but a few civilians survived. Rebuild, of course, Chipmunk. Somewhere quiet, somewhere away from friends who might betray us. Stay delicious, humans.
Okay. He didn't want to attack me, so... I'm good with this. Alright. I had nothing more to say other than hopefully I can find the Scribe homeworld. Well, I might be able to just talk to any of the Scribe ships, though. And there should still be plenty of those around. Just hopefully don't need to deal with the Juggernaut.
wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we...
I don't need to hear you telling me that you'll see if you can get it working again. Nah. Alright. Here? Well... Okay, no. Because... I should be able to get here and then back to that starbase. Oh, but I will, well... There. Because it's no longer their homeworld. But I'll quickly pop in there, see if I encounter a scribe that will talk. Hopefully I will. And then, head out. That's Taiwan, that's Pinthy. Trandle. Wow, the Trandles really are getting around now, aren't they? But maybe I should just try heading straight over. That's Taiwan in there. Straight over to the starbase here. And just keep my eyes open. Trandle. Ooh, that's right. Let's talk. It's also not a big scrap ship, so I know I can destroy it if I end up having to.
It is the humans. Have you come to gloat? To wag your victory in our faces like an animal? What do you want? Our congratulations. You have ruined everything, barbarian.
Except the universe.
You have torn down all that we fought. You have proven that we were right to keep our boot on the neck of lesser species. Never again will we ease off. Know this. We have survived far worse than you. We will.
You kept your boot on the neck of the lesser species known as the Exraki, and they kind of kicked you in, so...
Enough talk, barbarian.
Okay, what I see there, I don't think I need to rely on Jeff. Oop. Oh, there I am. Okay. Should be good to get there. Sorry. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure how much I would have come through, but I just started like humming or whistling along to the background music that we currently have going.
6-Yo, welcome back.
Alright, Hypergate. Back down here so I can actually get to, you know, the thing. Oh, hang on. Let me take care of that. Well, it doesn't matter. I was just gonna sell the... I'll hang on to it a little bit longer. The fuel tank, that power cell. I don't need that anymore. Alright. So let's see what happens here now. I can see the new starbase. There. Curious. Alright, so I'm gonna hit this one first because if I talk to them, that'll let me replenish the humans, including on the, I'm pretty sure it will, including on the Taiwan Defender. So that'll be valuable. And then I'll hit up the new thing. Yep. Alright. It is interesting though that it's not Deep Horizons is on a different orbiting a different planet. There.
Captain, glad to see you. This is Commander Magara speaking. Welcome to Deep Horizons. Not my choice of a name, if you're asking. Not any actual horizon in space, is there? Kind of the whole point of it, isn't it? I could go on, but I won't. There's a lot of work here that needs to be done. Glad to hear it. Ah, yes. Deep Horizons is intended to support the colonization of this system and the region in general. Planting a flag, so to speak. Unfortunately, our work has been slow going, which is why we called. No one here has your experience getting things done this far from Earth. I know you're busy defending humanity from sweaty aliens and all.
We don't need to defend from Taiwan.
Setting this place up, we might just be able to get a few more defenders of humanity up and running. Would be nice to have more than just you. The first thing we need is our constructor ship back up and running. It crashed into one of the moons of the gas giant Camber while harvesting resources. Our sensor systems aren't fully operational yet, so we didn't really see what happened. Aliens? Or maybe it was just an accident. Not everyone's as skilled at planetside ops as your team. Anyways, the ship's intact. Just needs some power to restore its systems. One of your landers should be able to do the job. Well, it's based on the design of the Star Control Operations Center in Seoul. Only much worse. And in some ways quite a bit better. We rushed quite a bit getting it up and running. And its modular nature means a lot of things are just damned missing at the moment. But we've got a lot more experience building things in space in the past couple years, and the Taiwan have helped us out a ton. In a few years, this place will be the equivalent of, or even the envy of, the facility in Seoul. For now, let's say there are a lot of sharp edges everywhere.
I'm just making a note about this. Okay.
Take care, Captain.
Yeah, that's Canvas, so that's probably... Oh, well, it's one of these. I just don't know which one it was previously. Well, which one had something on it previously? Not this one. That's an alien settlement, it says. So it must be that one.
to see you guys. This planet is lacking some of the, amenities of Earth. We'd sent our lander down to collect resources. They were on the surface for an hour or so when an array of explosive devices went off right behind us. Sensors barely saw them coming. High-speed proximity mines, maybe. No idea who launched them. Damaged our engine systems and sent us down to the planet. Our lander was okay, and moved to assist us. But we needed its power supply to feed our life support and shielding systems, so we couldn't take off to send for help. I guess Deep Horizons figured out what happened and called for you. Anyways, we are a constructor ship, so we can fix our vessel. We just need a power boost to fire up the repair drones. If you just hold your lander still for a second... That should do it. It will take us a bit longer to finish the repairs, but there's nothing stopping us now. We'll meet you back at the starbase.
Sounds good. Except for the whole they were attacked, but I kind of already figured that'd be the case based on what was described for the DLC. That not everyone is happy with humanity's new dominance in the area.
Did you recover the I don't mean to put too much pressure on you, but we're not going to be of much use until that's back. You did? Great. Deep Horizons is up and running now, and not a moment too soon. We've begun seeing unknown ships on the perimeter of the system. I don't know aliens as well as you do, but I'd say they're scouting us out. Their ships don't match the design of any known alien vessel. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're hostile, but you can see why we might be concerned. Our defense systems are online now, but until we know who these aliens are and what they intend, no one here is feeling too comfortable. Glad to hear it, Captain.
Okay, but where? Where are these ships that you're there we go. Back to the scene of the crime, it seems. Oh, it's Kazanti. Great.
Hey, friendo. You finally came. You see, that starbase over there is valuable. In general terms, obviously. Like, just as a matter of resources and economic value. Dollars and cents, sweat equity, whatever. It'd be valuable to anyone. But it is particularly valuable to you, you big greasy apes. Your first starbase away from home. Don't see many other aliens do that, do you? Anyways, you can't leave it undefended. I just wanted to point that out to you. Yes? So, here's what's going to happen. A lot of ships are about to start attacking your starbase. Maybe they're ours, maybe they're not, I won't say. Okay, they're ours. Not a big threat, nothing you can't handle, just enough to pin you down. Because, as discussed, you don't want to lose that thing, do you? Yeah, I'm really not prepared to go into that right now. Oh.
Nope, wrong button. There we go. Again, probably gonna be okay with just the phasers. Wow, that thing really immobilizes you for a while. By the way, I didn't want to say you're bluffing because I don't think that they were.
Captain, we're detecting more ships entering the system. They're moving to attack the starbase.
Which is why I'm heading to the starbase directly. Actually, I wonder what happens.
They want to kill us. Or at least to pin you down. We've been analyzing the Kazanti ships which have been attacking. They're not as big a threat to us as they think. They don't seem to appreciate how advanced our point defense technology is. Another thing, we've been able to get bearings on the last few attackers who arrived in system. They arrived from the direction of Procyon. Our defenses will hold out for a bit. Go to Procyon. See where these guys are coming from. Maybe cut these attacks off at the source.
I mean, why not?
Okay, Cap. That's likely the source of these Kazanti attacks. Glad to hear it, Captain.
Alright. Where is Procyon? Okay, it's right there.
Let's not. We both have our role. You have to defend, and I have to enter combat with the grossly powerful alien armada.
Yeah. You, don't have the advantage here. There we go.
Captain, we're getting a message from the starbase. They have something...
That's likely the source of these Kazanti attacks. Glad to hear it, Captain.
We both, you and I...
Okay. It did heal it. That's what I wanted to see. There we go. I want to stop this sliding. Alright. And now to Procyon. And I'll just assume that they can defend themselves while I go. I mean, it was also stated that we can handle ourselves for a while. And if not, there should be an autosave I can go back to. That is a larger Kazanti ship, I believe. I mean, it's here. Why not? I really need to pull stuff, just sell stuff from the inventory though. But it's also, I don't know what's needed. Because it makes sense to me, hey, it's modular and we still need to build stuff on it. It's like, oh, so I'm going to be dumping resources into you. Got it. I just don't know what resources yet. One thing interesting with the Kazanti is the whole... It seems like they're mercenaries, so they do this stuff, you know, for the reward. So it makes it seem very odd that any of them would accept, you know, the suicide mission of attacking me. You know, like how that guy even acknowledged that, you know, facing the vastly superiorly armed alien armada. Oh. I mean, it's, you know, you'd think they wouldn't. You know, I'm just gonna go straight there. That does leave me curious. But let's deal with this. Actually, let's save ahead of it, just to be extra safe.
Oh, you found us. You're mad. I can tell you're mad. You are mad, aren't you? Did you lose your starbase? And did it feel bad? That's good. That's so good. I was worried for those guys. So you're not mad then? Ah, right. Because of the... So, the Kazanti, my people, my guys. We have a ship. Not this one. And it is filled with gobs of illicit stuff. Just the most valuable, least moral cargo you can imagine. We needed to move it through this sector. And we really, really did not need you to see it or stop it or, you know. You know what you do. So, we deployed this, the Vexler factory ship, to stage a little distraction. Hassling your shiny new starbase and tying you down for a day or so. And, job done. The goods are safe and secure far from here. Not too many people got hurt. A lot of money was made. No reason you should be mad at all. You picked up on that, huh? This factory ship was a gift. It came with the other thing, the ship full of super illicit cargo. Which is still super amazing. You guys seriously have no idea. Anyways, the guys who gave it to us said it was to be used on one condition. We had to blow up your starbase at Epsilon Trireme. And also, once you arrive to defend it, your ship. Now, I know you want to know who asked us to do this, and the thing about that is, I don't know. They had ships like yours, actually. A bit different, but nothing fancy. The factory ship itself is a lot fancier, in fact. Don't know why they were giving it away. They also wouldn't show their faces, which is normal. I just thought they were ugly. Like
so it kind of sounds like this is the Lexites.
Right, because of the madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
I figured a ship this large, it might not be this mobile. Fortunately, its weapons aren't horribly unbalanced. Like some large ships I've encountered. But that's why I wanted to use this ship with the ink blob. Unfortunately, I do think I am going to be destroyed. Probably going with the Mowling Defender would have been better. But it's still, I'm making decent headway on damaging this thing, so it's not all bad. Ow. Alright, now please actually come, Jeff. Good. Okay. Now stay away, build up some energy. Whoop. Do need to, get rid of the mines, though. Ooh. Definitely not the behavior I wanted. Oh, that was bad. Just for keeping it even. Yeah, I have a feeling that the Vindicator really would have been best to go with. Oh, that hurt. Or any ship, really, that has better range and some amount of tracking. Yeah, definitely gonna go to the Vindicator after this, because it would be able to do a lot more damage, and it's got the phaser on it still, so it has the defensive capabilities I need for this. Oh wow, so many mines right there.
Captain,
all right.
we should inform Deep Horizons about the Kazanti involvement in all of this.
That's fine. I'm gonna take care of this stuff first. I'll probably try to sell a lot of the cargo to them, to Deep Horizons. But yeah, it does sound like there was the Lexites behind this, which my guess then is that Return of the Lexites is more about the explanation for why they are doing this stuff than just, more of them doing this stuff. Like here, the final thing being the reveal that it's the Lexites, and then say, why? And that's the next part. Then it does leave the question, what does the Syndicate add to the story necessarily? Don't know. We'll find out.
Found some alien ruins here. Primitive stone buildings. There's something odd here, though. Yeah, I see it now. These have been built to conceal the entrance to a cavern. There's a ship in here. A really crappy one. Yeah, pretty low tech. There's nothing here we can't do better ourselves, Captain. We'll see if there's any materials we can use, though. Found a working computer. Looks like these aliens were refugees. They fled here when their civilization was absorbed into the Scribe Empire. Smart aliens. Wonder what happened to them.
Nah. A name like Trang's Mine, you expect there to be good stuff on it. Yeah, a little bit. There. It says object, so it's probably a crashed ship.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
Yes. So I thought that there was another, so let's take care of it. There are drones. I almost landed on that one. Wow, tough drones. Hopefully I don't need to destroy them for whatever this is. Which looks like a ship.
Found a wrecked ship, Captain. We'll see if we can get this thing flying again.
It's still there. So they were able to defend themselves like they said they would be able to.
Well, all the Kazanti ships in the area have left. Whatever you did, it worked. Do I want to know what you did? Really? And they didn't say who? Well, that's troubling. We seem to be pretty secure for now. We'll have our own escort vessels up and running shortly, and won't need your presence around here anymore. Still, something to keep an eye out for. Let us know if you hear more. Beyond that, you've got our thanks, Captain. This system is now more human than it is anyone else's. Watch out, Galaxy! Here we come.
Alright. Sell both those. And it certainly seems like from what just happened, I can sell this stuff safely. I'm still gonna try to keep it to 50s. Just to be on the safe side. And I missed that one. That one's already at 50. Which shows you how much I've been getting that. Yeah. I was just thinking maybe I should instead just sell all, but I don't want to. Because I don't trust that I'm not going to need this stuff. I don't trust that. I know it's so boring, but I need the space. Don't need the money, I just need the space. I mean, just imagine if I could dump even half of the resource units I have into that starbase. And what would be enabled by that, potentially. When I need to remember to, after dealing with this, to make note of Kazanti being hired by mystery aliens, likely Lexites, to destroy the starbase and my ship. Which, based on what they said when I encountered them in the base campaign, that's exactly what they're trying to do. But in return, the Lexites, they decided to start doing it themselves instead of hiring out. Need something done right? Do it yourself. They finally figured that out. Yeah, I'll actually make that note now. It is also true, though, that they were hired to move that unethical but very valuable stuff. Which, that could prove interesting to find out more about that. Like, what is it that the Lexites want, or is that just an excuse that the Kazanti will understand? Oh, hang on. There. I'll still just take this down to 60, but yeah. You know, if you just want to start skipping ahead in the video, it's not like I'd even know or that I'd be upset. And something you can do is just tap L. JK and L are controls in YouTube. K will play and pause, J steps back 10 seconds, L steps forward 10 seconds, so if you hit L a few times, you'll be able to tell by when I'm outside of this UI, this menu. I know, I wouldn't mind being able to skip forward right now, but not how things work. I have not been collecting polonium now, have I? See, this is why you keep some. Not all, but some of it. Because what if I end up needing that polonium? I haven't been finding any. If I sold it all, I could be in trouble. Which is also just kind of a design issue for the game, that you could, in theory, go through, find all the resource, and sell it all, now realizing that you need it, and then you can't progress. It becomes impossible. It's like, well, what do? You can't buy it, you can't find it. What do you do? Something else that is actually kind of interesting is that the buy items, the UI supports so much more being there, but it's always just fuel and the landers if you need any. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. It's like, why? I forgot where I wanted to stop. Why design it quite like this?
Anything else, Captain?
Nope.
Take care, Captain.
Alright. Now what? I don't know. Oh no, that's one of our ships. Oh hey, we got these guys now. Let's talk.
Hello, human.
Hello.
We have returned to you with good news. Well, news. We have found someone for you. Someone who might be a valuable ally, which you need. On account of your many deficiencies. We could. We won't, though.
That's a shame.
People can be found in the Persei Rex system. It's some distance, we know. Maybe we enjoy watching you struggle. When you get there, look carefully. They might not reveal themselves right away, but that's part of their charm. And part of their value. Anyways, be seeing you.
And I want to go and look at that cruiser for a moment to see if I can talk to them. I can. Okay. Alright. So I am going to Persei Rex, which is all the way over there. But it's really not going to be that bad. Because I can just pop here. But I also did just remember I do need to buy some new ships. Because I lost 2? Or was it 3? I lost some. But I think I may put in some other classes.
Welcome back.
See that? Oh, no, not that. Managed fleet. Oh, that's what I found. These are what I found. Okay. Yeah, let's add in you. And you. Okay. That should be plenty, plus I can't actually hold anymore. Oh good, there's a trader nearby. You know what? Hang on just a second. Okay, for a moment it almost looked like the system was great a little, like I've actually already visited it. Overmind? Yes, Overmind. Okay. Which I could remove that one. That marker. I don't need it. I'm not going to. At least not just now, but I can. Oh, well, alright, I guess I'll just go straight to them. That's the first thing I've got here.
They've come to us. They've come to our home. We are doomed. They will feed on us and chew on us and exhale gas as they digest.
No, that's the famished. They do that, I don't.
Unless we flee, which we probably will not, in lieu of dangling. Sway gently, everyone. Someone dangle near the children to keep them quiet. The non-gloosh are never friendly. Only gloosh are friendly. Probably, admittedly, our survey of gloosh levels of friendliness has not yet been completed. Exhausting to even think of. Yes, we are gloosh. All on this planet are gloosh. It's safest that way. But the era of safety and casual flopping about is over. Soon you will be on this planet, digesting us. The era of frightened, anxious flopping is upon us. Why?
I'm curious.
Why talk? Why waste the energy? Or maybe you are a predator who lulls the prey to sleep with words.
Again, that's more the famished than me, but...
Okay. It will give more time for Bloosh to crawl to higher branches. About ourselves, we are Bloosh. We are brave. There is nothing else to say. There are strong creatures. We are not them. We are floppy, always hunted. You know what prey is. You have the look of someone who knows very well. You might think Gloosh are fine with this. That we have always been prey. That we are used to it. That we have elaborate societal customs based on being prey. But no, it is awful. We hate it. And hate it every day. Everyone. This is exaggeration. Gloosh do not prey on Gloosh. Other exceptions as well. But it is a good shorthand. Easier than remember.
I have a feeling that Taiwan wouldn't prey on you. You're not fish, so you're safe with them, okay?
It is the normal way to exist for Gloosh and all Gloosh-like creatures. You are a predator. Your limbs and jaws have crushed many beings. I can tell. Gloosh live in trees, branches. Sometimes
Looks like you're living in a building and on a chair.
dangles carefully. It can easily move from a limb to a lower limb.
That's known as falling.
Going up is also possible, but
And now with dangling.
who has the energy? Not much energy to be found in normal gloosh diet, so we conserve it in all things, hence the flopping. No, we come from Noma. It is away. We have only memories of our own world. We do not know where it is. No map of how we fled to this place. We traveled on ships that were not our own. They belonged to the Critani. Visitors from another planet. They did not prey on us. Odd. But their diseases did. This was familiar, thankfully. Their diseases also took the trees, so there was no place for Gloosh to live. The Critani took pity on the Gloosh, said they were our friends, said they would take care of us. Okay, we said, dangling suspiciously. New concept. But it was true. Critani were good people, a bit Gloosh-like in nature themselves. We could tell by their dangling. They gave us ships and lessons. We flew one place and another. We did not like it. We do not like to move.
I can believe that.
Did not learn where we went. Too fast to comprehend. And then the Critani were killed. Even in space, there are predators, it seems. So now we dangle here. Gloosh are good at dangling. A world near here at tech. Hiding tech. He liked it. Made it safer to dangle. Wait, how did you find us? How did you know to look here? What help can Gloosh offer predators? They sent you here to feed on the children's organs.
That's a bit extreme, and no.
They sound like predators. There are predators everywhere. Even predators who hunt predators.
Sounds like me.
Be careful. It was.
I want to be out of this conversation, but I also want to explore everything.
There were trees for dangling, and trees for flopping about. The insects would often crawl right into our mouths. It was. Loosh normally eat leaves. Insects are too fast for us. Nice when they come to you. We miss home. We do not like to move, but we do not miss it too much. That would take too much energy. Okay. Small and hairy. Disgusting.
Well, small rules out the precursors. They were described as large, but hairy.
Crotani were prey too.
And they wouldn't prey.
A long time running themselves. They knew more of the universe. Tried to share some of it with us. The conversations were exhausting. They did not have much practice visiting worlds. Brought with them a disease. Wrecked the ecosystem of Noma. They felt bad.
It's interesting, the spelling. There's a typo somewhere here.
Shame they are dead now.
Like, look at the placement of the R here versus what it was in there.
Okay. No. We are new on this world. New in this area. We know no aliens. Sometimes alien vessels pass through here. We hide from them. Well, we have plans for hiding from them. Often a bit slow to implement, though. But they have never found us.
I'm not even gonna ask about the ships or military.
Gloosh are already allied with Gloosh. Safer that way. But you mean something else. An alliance with you. With Gloosh. The Cretan.
And there's another. There's 3 different spellings that they have in here.
Before they died and left us stranded in the leafless depths of space. No, we are Gloosh. We will not ally. We will dangle and hide. And now you know where we live. We will have to run. We will have to hide again. Okay, but we cannot afford it if dying. Still, the conversation lingers. The heart rate slows. Perhaps you can be trusted. Or perhaps that is a trap itself. We will give you a gift, a ploy, a decoy, or perhaps a piece of bait to prevent you from eating Gloosh. There is a world in this system. Creed more. There is tech there. We dangled there first. It is where dangerous, though.
I was alt-tab, typing some notes while he talked, so I clicked back in, that's why I skipped a line, but... Alright.
Man, we will continue to sway slowly.
I can believe that. What is that ship right there? I don't know, but I'm gonna get this Olean. Olean? Pending, I may need to attack and destroy that ship, though. Because I will defend the Gloosh if that's what's going on. Those are predators of the Gloosh come to get them. Oh wow, there's multiple ships. Oh, no, that is a Gloosh ship. Never mind. Don't need to worry about them. Okay, but that is where I want to go then. There we go. Nah. It just occurred to me, this planet has so much argon. Why couldn't I have found this, or why couldn't it have been nearer when I needed it?
Captain, we found something here. This is probably what the Gloosh were talking about. It's a structure, but it's incredibly well camouflaged. Cloaked, even. Like, it's not just hidden within the landscape, it's actually part of the landscape. Or the landscape is part of it. It's weird. I'm now not sure this place exists. Heck, I'm not even entirely sure landscapes exist. Pretty powerful cloaking tech, that's for sure. It's weird, though. It's like someone has picked through all this already. Wait, there's something else. A device with a map of the planet. I see. This can see through the cloaking technology. For now, it looks like there's a cloaked ship on the other side of the planet. Wait, it's taking off now. Can you... Damn it. We're coming back to the ship now. Let's try to catch it.
There we go. That is a Lexite
Captain,
ship.
whoever or whatever that was, it was fast. I wonder what they're doing here. Watching the Gloosh?
Alright, I'm gonna take care of that, but I want to make a couple notes. I mean, that I know was a Lexite ship. I mean, hell, it was a Lexite interceptor. I've had one of those, including in the base game when I did the original review, because I remember turning the Neutronian in on Elpis and getting it. And that is exactly what the ship looked like. So now what? What are you suggesting I do? Yeah. It is getting late, so this may actually be a good time to stop. How long have I been going? 2.5 hours. That's a decent length for a part. But it does also mean, though, that there will be 2 parts to Aftermath, at least. Potentially more. That was weird. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I remember going through and clearing out all these worlds. Yeah. Good times, that, sort of. Okay, I just want to make sure that I had locked that, and I did. If I take care of it now, then I don't need to worry about it later. But if you want to stop or go to the next video now, go right ahead. This is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to save it and stop. I'm not going to leave the system. I'll stay next to the trader. I promise. I know I at times said I'm going to do this, and then I don't. I end up hanging around for a little bit longer. But no, it is getting late. So, yeah. I'm saying I won't even have some of the processing work done before midnight. My system is pretty good, but it's, it still takes a little bit of time for it to get through all of the, and of course now I'm done, but to get through all of the audio processing and such takes a little bit of time. Anyway, see you next time.